Hey guys, Andrew here from Night Constable. Welcome back to the next episode of What Do You Recommend? So this series is all about you guys asking me questions on, hey, I work in X industry and I need a light for X. What do you recommend? So today's questions come from Tiffany Go. I work in a bank and I need a light for EDC, small enough to put in my pocket but strong and lasting in terms of battery life to light up during an emergency. So although occupation and EDC seems no link, I feel it would be good to have a torchlight as an EDC. Who knows when an emergency could happen? Okay, so for those that don't know what EDC means, it means everyday carry. So some of the tools that you carry with you every day, it could be your phone, your keys, your wallet. So what else could you add on to that to make you more prepared for emergencies, right? So if you don't want to carry this all day in working in a bank, what else would you carry? Instead of EDC, actually Nightcall calls it companion tools. The three things are what you lose when you are stuck in complete darkness. Okay, the three senses would be your sense of sight, your sense of hearing, audio. You know, if you lose your voice and you're in the dark, what can you use to call for help or alert others to your location? And the last one would be your force multiplier. So the amount of, in a self-defense situation, the amount of damage you can inflict on something or someone, an aggressor or a wild animal maybe even. Force multiplier in other countries that permit, these would be your firearm, your knives, your legal carry tools. But in Singapore, and of course when you travel, you can't bring a firearm along, right? So what are the tools that you can use as a replacement to that in Singapore's context? So we go through the first one, will be sense of sight. So when you're complete darkness, what should you use? Right, so the first one will be the Tiki. So this has been going very well as a small pocket-friendly EDC light. It does 300 lumens amazingly in this small size, 300 lumens, so just press and hold. Boom, you got your 300 lumens. If you want it constant on, just double click. Then it goes into your low mode. Then click up to cycle up to 300 lumens like this, okay? It also has secondary modes like your beacon and UV light, so 1, 2, 3. This is actually your UV light, but you can't see it here. Click one more time, it goes into your lantern mode. Okay, so if you're stuck out and you want to be seen or emergency, just clip this somewhere, then it just stays on. Alright, you can also go into your beacon mode. So this is more useful. If you're stuck out for a long time, I mean, this is exactly the same purpose as the life jacket. When you're stuck out at sea, you need a light to tell people where you are. This is it. Okay, it's a blinker. Alright, so this is the first one, Tiki. The next light, of course, pocket friendly and still have long enough battery life would be the MT06MD. Okay, 180 lumens, here's how it looks like. It's the size of a pen actually, so it doesn't add any more weight as you would a pen. Click on to cycle through your different brightness all the way to 180 lumens. Okay, waterproof pocket clip. As you can see all the sizes here, these are actually pupil diameters. So it's meant for medical use. You can actually tell how big is 2mm, 3mm, 4mm. So everything is here. But if you don't need this, then just get this for the light. So the last one is slightly bigger but way more powerful. So it depends on your preference on whether you want something like this. It's the TUP, so 1000 lumens. Same thing on the back, just cycle through the front. Also USB rechargeable. Look at the size of the TUP versus the Tiki. Alright, so if you don't want something so big and boxy to deal with just emergencies, then of course smaller is better. And it helps you in your day-to-day life, right? Like, look, if you drop something at the car park under your car, then I mean, this is the perfect light to use. And at 300 lumens is no joke as well, right? So all it takes is actually 250 lumens and above to blind someone in a dark alley. So if you're caught literally, right, as a last ditch attempt, the Tiki can actually be used to blind someone. So just press and hold, boom, and then you got your 300 lumens right in your face. Then you got your escape, okay? So that covers all of it for the sight, sense of sight. So next one will be a sense of sound, right? So what small tool can I carry with me as an EDC to give me a sound replacement? This is the NWS10. Super tiny all titanium whistle. Okay, 120 decibels. This produces a very high pitch, very sharp sound. So if you are in traffic and an emergency happens when you blow this, the sound is so high pitched that it literally cuts across, you know, the low humming traffic noises. Okay. Good thing is that the whole thing is titanium, alright? Full metal unibody, so it's literally one block of titanium. They milled out all the holes. This whistle will actually last you a lifetime if you take care of it. So titanium means it doesn't rust, it doesn't oxidize, nothing will happen to it. Perfect tools to put on your keychain, okay, to add to your EDC. Light, sound. Okay, so I'm just gonna blow a little bit to hear how sharp it is. once you blow this, right, you'll get ringing in your ears because it was made for that high pitch, right? Alright, the last one will be the force multiplier. So in Singapore's context again, right, you can't carry a knife around. I mean, it's very questionable. So inconspicuous tool that it works for your job as well would be the NTP30. Alright, or any kind of tactical pen. Most tactical pens are bulky and very conspicuous, right? It wouldn't fit in a bank job. So what I personally carry, of course, is the NTP30. Alright, so this again is entirely, the whole thing is titanium. Okay, comes with pocket clip. Now the good thing about this is the bolt action here. So if you like to fidget with things, this is how you get the pen out. Okay, snap it back, pen out, snap it back, and there's a hidden glass breaker on top. Okay, so if you push the bolt action up, it reveals a tungsten tip glass breaker, which of course can be used as a scratcher as well. So if you realize your emergency and your pen doesn't let you write on metal or any kind of surface, right, the tungsten tip actually lets you scratch on glass, on metal, on the cars. I mean, of course don't do that, but for emergencies only. So whatever reason you need to leave a mark on something, use the tungsten tip. So this is heavily advertised as a glass breaker. It can break glass, but then people always ask, so if I use this side as the glass breaker, right, so how should I hold it that, you know, I don't put my thumb here and then when I hit the glass it doesn't injure my thumb? This is the key, right? This bolt, just jam your last finger in, wrap it around with a secure grip and go. Alright, so for breaking glass, especially if you have a tip like this, it doesn't take much effort or force to break the glass. All you need to do is hit the glass at the right position. So if you're talking about car windows, all of that, it's usually bottom right corner where all the force is. Okay, so jam it up and just pop, and then the whole thing will just shatter. Okay, it's a common misconception that you need a lot of force to break glass with a tungsten glass breaker, but actually no. Okay, so of course in self-defense, then you would use it normal tip, put it like a normal hammer fist grip as you would a flashlight. Okay, so this is your ultimate inconspicuous force multiplier, a tactical pen with enough extrusion out when you hold it in a hammer fist grip. You know, stabbing, so this actually goes to the same as your flashlight, the way you hold your flashlight in self-defense mode. So that's it. This is the NTP30. So we covered all three parts basically of your companion tools. To see or be seen, which is the Tiki MT06MD. So these are all lights that work as an everyday carry, small, slim, pocketable. Okay, the next one will be sense of sound and hearing. So what tool can you use to draw attention to yourself in an emergency? You know, to get people to hear you. Of course, very small, incredibly small. The camera can't even focus. There you go. Titanium whistle, and the last one will be force multiplier. So any kind of tool that you can use as a self-defense tool, but also function as a normal everyday pen. Okay, NTP30. Alright, so that's it. There you go. 3 perfect tools for you to augment your EDC or everyday carry, as geared towards low light situations. Right. So if you have any more questions, just comment down below. Hey, I work in X industry, what do you recommend for X? If you answer a question, you will get a Tube 2.0 light for free. Alright, that's it. I'm Jay signing out.